Alright, let's talk about getting tests going in Backdrop and how to enable the Simpletest module and run Backdrop tests with Simpletest module. So that's what we're going to do today, and what I've got is a straightforward Backdrop site. This is Backdrop 1.x from source code running inside Lando, and I've got the source code here open in my editor. And what I've got here is my Lando file. So if you want to run the test directly, if you're on your server or your local and you SSH into it, or if you're just on your local, you just go to, so what Backdrop provides is this core directory with scripts. So if you cd into the core directory, scripts, you can see that we have this run tests.sh command that Backdrop provides for us. So if we run that, I'm going to put the flag help on it so I can see what this thing can do. And you can see that we can provide a URL and which tests we want to run. And there's all these flags that we can put on them. So the help command allows you to understand what you can do. What I'm going to do is pipe that into my Lando tooling. So in the tooling section of my lando.yaml file, I've put a test key, and I've told it that to run in the app server. So then I don't have to SSH in it every time. And then I've provided the Lando URL for it and the flags that I like, which are color and verbose. So now instead of SSHing in, I can just quickly invoke the Lando test command. And I could do the same thing. Just Lando test, and if I want the help, I can just do help flag and get the help, the same exact thing I had when I was SSH'd into the server. But what I want to look at here is running, you can run all the tests by saying Lando test all. That will take a bit of time though. So one thing we can do is target by class, so we can just run the tests that we're interested in at a particular time. And you can see in the help it shows an example of using the block test case. So what I'm going to do here is run just those specific tests. So Lando test, and then I give it the class of tests that I want to run, and that's just going to run. Oh, we didn't enable Simpletest, so we can't run those until the Simpletest module is enabled. So let's enable that. I'm going to use drush enable Simpletest. There we go. So let's try that again. Test, block test case. This is just one class of tests, and it takes a second to run. So you can imagine if you're running all the tests that you might be, going to grab yourself a cup of coffee or something. Great, so that ran, and all of the tests passed, 133 tests in that class. So if you're working on your own tests, you can target just those particular tests so you can see what's going on and get your stuff going. Great. Next video we'll talk about writing some tests and some methods and techniques to go about doing that. Thanks for watching. Hope this is helpful. Bye.